Yeah, dude, they're buzzing pretty good, man. And the other nest is up here. And here's the other nest. You can see them going in and out of that big hole. They got a nice big hole right there. So we got 2 yellow jacket nests. All right, y'all, it's crazy. I got into 2 yellow jacket nests. I started weed eating here and went around and started weed eating here and didn't even realize I got these stirred up. But they got a hole right there on the side of this old stump. There. You can see a few buzzing around. Their hole's actually right there where this red dirt is.
The camera can see it.
Well, you can see them buzzing around, but I'm not going to be able to be close enough to gas them. Now this hole over here is right in top of this stump. There, see if you can get close enough to see one going in and out. Zoom in right there. I want to show them one going in or going out before I shove this in there. Oh, there goes one. All right, hope y'all seen that. All right, back up.
Wonder if they'll fly in the bottle.
I don't know. I'm going to leave it there though till tomorrow.
At least to mark it.
Yeah.
One buzzing around it.
Yeah, they'll start buzzing around because the ones coming back won't be able to get in. But those will be workers. They will not be queens. They will not be able to lay eggs. All right, we'll do a continue of this video tomorrow. I'm gonna wear my bee suit. I'm gonna get that other nest too. These are not bees. These are yellow jackets. Yellow jackets are worthless. They do not pollinate. They suck. Death to yellow jackets. All right, y'all. I want to try something out. I've burnt bees before, but I had on my bee suit and I dug them out, stomped them out, burned them. I'm curious if you should just set this in front of the hole when it's in a place like this, where you're not going to catch, no way you're going to catch forest fire. It's a safe place to do that. I want to light this and set it down where the flame's blown out right on top of their hole. And I think that might work, at least get all the traffic going in and out. I want to try that and just kind of see what they do, if they'll try to go in through the flame and burn their wings off, or if they just boil up. I do have my bee suit in the truck to where I can retrieve this anyway and then dig them out and do what I need to. But I'm really curious as to if this works to get all the ones going in and out of the nest killed. So, let's find out. Now this is just a small torch. I would not recommend doing this with a larger torch. But let's see. Let's just see how this works. Yeah, I can see here. Get up here in video. It's burning their wings off and they're crawling around the ground. Look over inside that grass. See that one crawling around with his wings burnt off? Watch. Get like a rock or something to prop that up with. That's kind of working pretty good, man. Let's try it right there. All right, back up. Let's just watch and see what it does. Now come over here and you can look. That's actually got the flame above the hole. Let me see what they do. Should I make them mad? Let me readjust this just a bit. Alright, I am going to smack around on that nest and see what happens. Now I'm really curious as to if this is going to be oh, back up, back up, back up. They're all over the ground right there. Can you see that? That is pretty crazy, man. But as you can see, that's a real big nest that's in there. And the ones that try to come out of the hole, it's burning their wings off and they're crawling around on the ground. Really, it's only the ones that are coming back and buzzing around that you really have to worry about. We're standing pretty close. We're not getting stung. They're clearly not worried about us. But you can see it's burning their wings off and then they fall down. Now you'd still have to keep in mind, if you walked over there and stood beside the nest, they would crawl up your legs. And like I said, I've got the bee suit and we will have to remove this nest. I just wanted to see if this was a decent way to get the bulk of them knocked down. Maybe if they were swarming or doing something, you could maybe set that there and knock them down. And it's getting a lot of them, but I mean, there's still several flying around staying away from the flame. Now, mind you, the only reason we're doing this is we do have a water hose right here, and I do have a hoe right here, and I do have a bee suit. I can put out any fire that starts from this. There's no open propane lines. There's no open gas jugs. This is a safe situation to do this. And the homeowner wants me to kill any and all bees nests that are right here to where his family does not get stung. So this is the place to do something like this. All right, y'all, check it out. I chopped into the nest right there. That is a big nest. They are all over the place. That is burning them up. I still have not got stung. It seems like that flame really monkeys with them. But y'all can see the nest in there. It's big. I don't know if you can see all the ones. There's piles of them all over the ground, all in there. And that they are getting burnt up. We're sending the little yellow devils back to hell. But that is crazy. Look at that. The amount of bees, I don't know if you can see them. They're all over the ground. They're just getting burnt up. Woo! That's working pretty good though. I've not got stung yet, knock on wood. So, I don't know. We'll see. All right, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this nest off. I can't sit here all day waiting on all these. So I got my little shop vac and I got my bee suit. This is you can read the label right here. It's a Forester Bee Supply. But it works really good so far. What I have noticed is I've seen people on YouTube that actually had bees get in their suit. So right here, it's got Velcro that covers where the zippers connect, but I put a piece of duct tape around it, and then the sleeves come up pretty good. If you were in like a room full of bees, you might want to go ahead and put duct tape around right here too. And then down here at my boots, you put duct tape around there, and it's very important to remember these nets where you can breathe. If it's against your skin, they can sting you. So you have to wear a hat or something on the inside to keep it away from your skin. You can't have it up against your skin, or else you will get stung. They'll sting through that. But I'm gonna go ahead and take care of this nest and get it sucked up. Make sure I'm not having too many crawl up my legs. Yeah, I can already hear them buzzing around my head a little bit. Oh yeah, that is a big nest. About the size of a volleyball. I can't catch it on fire. That thing is really not wanting to burn as good as I thought it would. They're definitely trying this thing. I can hear them buzzing around my head. I got any more still on my head? Like I can feel them. You see any on the net or around it?
Mm-mm.
No?
No.
Like they was on that right side. I could hear them. Blah, 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 blah. I've burnt most of them.
Pretty close up.
You got it up doing it? All right, y'all, check it out. That hole, about the size of this volleyball, you can see all the larvae. And there's still some buzzing around, and there'll be more buzzing around that are coming back. But I burnt a lot of these jokers. But now, like I said, you got to remember, a lot of them, their wings got burned off. They can still sting you. Okay. And there's a good bit buzzing around, but yeah, we've burnt most of them. They're trying to maybe find another safe way into their nest. Let me get these burnt too. Any on me? Here. Let's see if I can set up some of these. there's more. Dude, it is hard to get those little yellow jackets when I'm flying around. I need a stronger vacuum. And see how that works. Yeah. Yeah, that's working. All right, y'all. I think that is the rest of the nest. Honestly, you're really not that worried about the bees when you're in the bee suit. So maybe not having that fear, like it doesn't put off a pheromone or something that they pick up on. But it really helps. But yeah, I think that's it for that bee's nest. Y'all like, subscribe. God bless you. See you next time.